Do you think part of the problem, though, is that schools actually don't know what their purpose is anymore, in terms of we're here to educate, but we are now having to think about emotional and mental well-being. We're now having to think about how we fund transportation. You know, do you think that's part of the problem?
I personally don't, actually. I think most of our schools are very clear what their role is, and education, attainment, bringing out well-balanced individuals. The schools I know, I think, are very much on message. But I defer to my colleague here, who's
but you don't
DCS
think that they're actually thinking that they're now covering services that used to be provided
I
by
think
local
they
authorities?
have got a lot more on their plate, and life's become much more complex. And so there's more to handle. So I can understand it feeling like it's a more burdensome issue. But I don't get the sense that head teachers and schools don't understand their role in that.
No, I wasn't implying that. I was saying that their brief is so broad now that it makes it very, difficult to define it.
There is clearly a tension, isn't there, between good educational results and GCSEs and Key Stage 2s and all of that, and inclusive education, and that's a balance I think schools find very difficult, and we've seen recent evidence, haven't we, of so-called off-rolling for children who are there in year 10 and have disappeared in year 11, and are getting various sort of variations of being encouraged to withdraw their children from a school. For what it's worth, in Surrey, a great group of head teachers and by and large some very good schools who say to me, look, if we're going to get our kids to learn and do the very best that they can and get on in life, we need to look after their emotional well-being as well as their, and if their emotional well-being isn't sorted out, then frankly they don't learn. And most schools, I think, take that approach. To be honest, there are some that don't. There are some that sort of see the league tables as being the absolute predominant issue, and the emotional bit gets lost in. I think that's a minority of schools, most schools I think get it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Tim?